Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. Another beautiful morning here in the mountains of North Carolina. So our new bull Harry, our new bull Harold. So we've had him pinned up out there in the corral now for about 36 hours, and it's time to let him out. So he's been in there and the herd has had access to him, so everybody's been able to come and sniff each other through the gates and kind of see each other and at least have access to each other. But today is the tail of the tape. We're going to let him out and see how he does with his herd mates and all that kind of thing. Now, the previous owner said that he had been trained to electric wire, so we're going to trust that. So we're going to let him out, and I anticipate, this always happens. This always happens when we introduce a new cow to the herd. I anticipate some pushing and shoving and running and some of that kind of thing, just kind of everybody figuring out the pecking order and where they belong. The trick is going to be that we don't push and shove and run somebody through the wire. So if we can get through the day, I think we're probably going to be okay. We'll see how all this ends up working out. Sire and I've got a little bit of work that we need to do in the garden today. I've had a lot of positive comments about our format and kind of changing things up where we're showing Sandra doing some stuff in the kitchen and me doing some stuff outside. I think I've had one negative comment about that, but let me know what y'all think. If you've seen some of those videos, leave me a comment down below. What do you think about that? Do you like that? Do you not like it? Is there something you would like to see? Is there something you'd like to see her cook? Something that you'd be interested in her sharing a recipe with or fixing, on camera and that kind of thing. It's new, so I realize we do need to work on some camera angles in the kitchen. There was a big section the other day where all we were seeing was kind of like the back of her arm, and so we need to work on that. I probably need to get her a different tripod or something that she can set up on the counter. I don't know, we got to figure that out. But leave me a comment what you think about the format, and is there something that you would like to see her fix? I will tell y'all, Sandra and I have been married it'll be 20 years in a couple of months. And that woman is one of the best cooks that I know. I mean, she really can fix about anything. I should be about 400 pounds the way she cooks. So I guess it just makes me, like my grandpa always said, makes you poor to carry it. So anyway, all right, let's go let Harry out, see how this goes. Y'all hang out with us for a little bit. Let's get a little work done. So I'm gonna open this one up right here. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, now if I need to, I'll get in there and walk him around.
Maggie, come here.
All right, we're going to let old Harold out here and see what he does.
He knows it. He's coming your way.
Is he coming my way? He hears me monkeying with this fence, with this gate. Well, that one's bent. Let me go the other side. So he's been in here now for about 36 hours. And when you bring an animal on your farm like that, number one, you need to quarantine and make sure that they're not sick, and he's fine. But also on cows, they're going to be pretty high-headed and excited because they're in a new spot. And I've turned them out. I brought them in here and just unloaded them off the trailer and turned them out onto a wire. That don't work very well at all. They will go through a wire. So let's see what he's gonna do here.
Looky there. Knows exactly what to do.
Yeah. He knows how to walk through a gate. I don't know that he's head of the class just yet.
He's fine. Yeah, Little Red sees him. Now he's gonna walk the fence.
Yeah, he'll walk a fence. I mean, that's what. So
is that just him looking for some kind of weakness or something?
He's learning his world. He's trying to figure out where his world is. Where's the perimeter?
About every new animal we bring on here, I don't care if it's a pig or a cow or a chicken or what it is, that's what they do.
First thing you do, ain't it? Walk a fence. Harry, everybody else is over yonder, honey. Why don't you go over and see him?
His wire is loose.
Yeah, we need to just go in and tuck that thing. I mean, he won't mess with that white fence, I don't think, but.
No.
No, that one's not hot. I ain't got it plugged into nothing.
It needs to be hot.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if it was hot.
He can still hear us. I've got a mic on.
All right, there's the wire. What does he do with it? That's funny, those Hereford boys are walking up to him. You look like one of us. So he's ahead pushing with a couple more. Hello, 343. Now, if we hadn't had him in that corral and just brought him out here and dropped him in the field, it'd been 100 times worse.
I was gonna say, what was the deal there?
They're figuring out the pecking order. I mean, all these.
The other cows have kind of established.
They're trying, yeah, they're trying to meet him and figure out who he is and what he's about. And a few of them are wanting to tell him who's in charge.
But the end goal is for him to show that he's kind of in charge, right?
Well, it's not necessarily for him to be in charge, but he needs to establish that he's an equal and is not to just be pushed around. So. Scoot, scoot. All right, we got Harry. He's still out there fussing. Let's see if I can show that here. He's still out there fussing with some of them. Anyway, Whistlebritches had her little project going on here this morning. What you up to?
Man, they are going after that clover.
They like it? Well, here, I'm going to hand you the camera. Show everybody what you done there.
So, a few months back, I ordered 12 Khaki Campbell hatching eggs. And out of that 12, I got 5 that hatched. And just by circumstance, all 5 of them are females, which is fine with me because I got them for eggs, to lay eggs. And then we've been, as the geese have been laying eggs all spring, we've been taking them inside and throwing them in the incubator. And this is what, 1, 2, this is 5. This is like 5 out of a total of 10 that we've hatched out this spring of geese. And so we took 5 of them to the auction a few weeks ago, and we'll probably take these also. So the ducks and the geese have been in a tractor out by themselves, and so now I've made them an area here with some hog netting. So they've got a little area. This is their first day with their tractor open so they could get out and forage a little. And as you can hear, we're right by the creek. So we've got water, we've got feed, we've got a pretty hot fence here. We're running at 5,000. And what I'll be doing is letting them out in the morning, and then every evening about dusk, I'll be bringing them back into the tractor and teaching them how to go in at night. And we'll do that for about a week. And then we'll take this netting down and let them free range. And man, they will have it made in the shade down here. As long as nothing gets into them. We should be good. We got to make sure the Angel and the rest of the hooligans out here know not to mess with them. But other than that, I think we're good to go here.
Maggie will be thinking, oh boy, something new to chase.
Oh yeah, she sure will.
I'll show them your water bowl right there.
So I've also given them a water bowl with a float in it. They will absolutely love that. They'll be taking baths in it and eating in it and making a mess in it. And it'll have 2 or 3 inches of mud in it every morning.
Yeah, we'll have to dump that thing every day and clean it out. And we've said before, these water bowls with a float on it like that right there, if you're close enough you can hook into a hydrant and not have to carry water, that's the best way to do water on chickens.
Yeah, boy.
It's just put them a bowl out there with a float. They can come over and they can drink. And every couple of days, yeah, you need to flip it over and rinse it out and that kind of thing. But boy, it saves carrying water. And if there's one thing I hate more than them stupid geese, it's carrying water.
But so the geese have been out and walked around a little bit, and they went back in, and the ducks have not come out yet at all.
Stupid ducks.
But they are settling in. All right, mark this off the list for today.
Waterfowl. I don't know that I like waterfowl.
Yeah, you do.
What's some outfit you're sitting on?
This is my buggy.
That's pretty lazy right there.
It was my back to bend over.
Well, I'll tell you what, these peas have done good, ain't they?
They've done real good.
They are about done, ain't they?
They're about to peter out. See if we give them about another week. See see what the rest of these pods do, and then that'll be it.
So what what are you gonna do with these? You gonna, good Lord, what kind of moth? What is that thing right there?
Oh, it's a big
What are you gonna do with these? You gonna freeze them, freeze dry them?
one. They just freeze them for now. We'll probably have some of them for supper.
Well, I'm not gonna be here for supper.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Not tonight, but I'll be here for supper tomorrow night.
I'm gonna do some stir-fried or some fried rice tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
So that's why I wanted to get that hornet's nest today.
Tell them about your hornet's nest.
I was putting some. I'm making some stock, and I've got a couple of burners on my outside griddle here, and so I went to fire up a burner, and I noticed the hornet flying around. Well, then I noticed another one. Well, then I noticed another one. Well, then I noticed one of them getting after Reuben, and I thought, And so went back in the house, and it's right outside the front door, so I started watching it, and took a stick and opened up the bottom doors. There's a hornet's nest in there, big around as a softball. And that's happened just in the last week, because I used that thing the other morning. Remember?
You made blueberry pancakes on
Yeah.
that thing the other morning.
Made pancakes the other morning, didn't have a bit of trouble. It was Sunday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. So 3 days ago. Now we ain't getting none in the pot here. You keep eating them like that.
I ain't eating all of them, just a few.
Well, it looks to me like you pick one, eat two. And lettuce, Lord, we got more lettuce than we can do anything with.
Sophie's a sneezing.
And I've got some blueberry bushes I need to plant. Elderberry I need to plant.
Looks like we could get Jacob to do that. I want him to do one per post on the other side of the fence line. Yeah, there ain't no pods on these vines. Maggie, what have you done to your foot, honey?
Oh, I accidentally pulled up a little baby carrot.
Oh,
We'll have to properly dispose of that now.
how you gonna do that?
Okay, return.
Right here's one that looks pretty big.
My Lord. That is so good.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What are
Look
you
at
gonna do with that?
I'm gonna dispose of that one too. It's the 11th commandment, thou shalt not let a carrot go to waste. I see another one down there. Take you by that. Man,
Oh man,
ain't that good?
that one needs to keep growing.
You seen these onions?
No, the onions are doing great.
Oh gosh almighty.
Most of these have still got just a little ways to go. Yeah, that was the biggest one in the bunch.
Was it? Now you know, there's somebody from the government that'll tell you that DiGiorno's frozen pizza is good for you, but this right here gonna kill you. What's wrong with that picture?
I don't know. That's about like the raw milk debate here in North Carolina.
Yeah. I'll take my chances.
They're trying to say, or they're trying to outlaw raw milk here in North Carolina. I think that's about the worst thing they could do.
Yeah. It's about all we drink anymore, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Raw milk.
We're going to a couple of gallons a week.
Here's the onions she's talking about. I got a few more right here. I'll back it up. Got a few more right there, but they're not doing quite as good. But those over there, man, they're getting some real pretty big bulbs on them. They're doing really nice. Here's peppers.
Look at your mint over here.
That mint, I had it in some little cups, and that lavender too, and it wasn't gonna make it just staying in there, so we just put it in that garden bed for the time being until we figure out what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do something else with it. I just don't know what that is yet. And then over here, we've got parsley and oregano and basil. Let's see, that's your cilantro. And then this is,
right over there.
let me zoom back out here. And then this right here is basil. Or no, that's oregano. And then we got basil. And what else is up there?
That's parsley.
Parsley up there. So, got some herbs going. And then I've got some blueberry bushes. Got a couple of blueberries. Right there and there. And then that's another grapevine. And I've got some raspberries in there. And then I've got this elderberry right here that our friend, neighbor Beth, gave us. And I've got to get that planted. I just ain't had time. What is that?
Potato.
Potato. Where'd you get that at?
Right there.
So we're growing potatoes.
Look there.
Ain't that pretty?
Look how easy that skin comes off.
Those are, what are those? German butter balls.
German butter ball.
And that's supposed to be a good mashing potato.
I do it eating potato to me.
Is it good raw?
Oh boy, I love raw potatoes.
Not particularly a fan.
Really?
I don't know. Potatoes, a lot of vines, but they're doing good. This is a bed of lettuce. Gosh, I'm out at the lettuce. I need to pick some of that and take some of that with me tonight and give it to the boys.
Yep.
So lettuces are doing outstanding. And right here's a little volunteer tomato that popped up. I got another volunteer tomato right here that popped up. And then these are our tomatoes. We've got to finish staking them because they're starting to fall over. They're getting out of hand. But we are starting to get some blooms. And all of these were started from, we started all these from seed, didn't we?
Every one of them.
So all these were started from seed in the house. And then my Blue Lakes, green beans, second planting, those two rows, and then this is my first planting over here. My vines are just a little bit yellow, but I'm getting a whole lot of runners. So why are we getting runners off of these? I didn't think these were supposed to do that.
They'll be fine.
Well, I didn't say they wouldn't be fine. I said, why are they doing it?
I don't know why. That's what they decided to do.
Well, in this little bed right here, I put some onions in it. When we stopped at a little greenhouse when I bought them herbs that I got out there, and this lady gave me these bunch of onions. She said, here, I think they're dead. Take them, see if you can do anything with them. So we put them in this bed, son of a gun, they're trying to grow. And then this is my other lettuces. We've got to pick some of them. That's getting pretty bad right there on the outside.
Now them onions have really took off.
They have, ain't they? Ain't that something? And then these are a couple grapevines. We found these here. Sire had planted some grapevines a couple years ago, and then we never took care of them. So I put them down here where I would be forced to care for them. And they're doing pretty good, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're growing. They're growing. And then right there beside the buggy, I put 3 more little grapevines up around them cages. I got 3 more little grapevines right there, so we'll see how they do. And the other day I built this. This is a little compost bin. I'm gonna build a big compost bin. I've got some posts, that's some slabs, but there's posts buried in there. I've got my posts cut to put them in and build me some 8 foot wide, 8 foot deep composting bins. Because 8 foot, my tractor bucket will go in there and I can turn it. But I ain't got it done yet. So I just throwed something up because we keep getting so much green waste. So that's some clippings out of the lawnmower, some old dirty eggs, pea vines. I put a piece of cardboard in there. I pulled up an arugula and I trimmed tomatoes the other day and put all that in there. So we're going to start getting us a little green waste compost built right there. So that's what's going on there. All right, let's see what else she's got into. Oh, Harry is still in with everybody else. There was lots of pushing and shoving, wasn't there, Sandra?
Yeah, he was breathing pretty hard, wasn't he?
He had that old tongue lulled out there. But Harry's, you can't see him here. He's over in there somewhere. But Harry's doing good. He's stayed in. Nobody's got out of the fence.
That's the main goal.
Goal number one, stay in
your appointed position.
Stay in the fence, that's right.
Let's ride out there and see if he's... And we got to check on them ducks and geese too.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
We'll go put them up.
Put who, the ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get eggs too. Oh, Maggie here, she's got, yes, I'm talking about you. She's got some kind of hurt foot or something. She's been walking around all day with that front left paw off the ground, acting all pitiful, looking sad.
She was doing it the other day and then got excited about something and forgot it was her.
Yeah,
and just started running.
I think she's a little bit of a drama queen. I think she's putting on. Are you putting on, Maggie? Yeah, you're putting on. I know. See if we can get a shot of him from right here. Well,
that's him down yonder.
I think old Harry. See if we can zoom in here.
He's licking his back. See there?
I think old Harry's integrated pretty good.
I think he's glad the fussing's over.
Yeah. I know I am. So, we put Harry in this morning, and today is June, is it the 3rd? Was that right?
Yeah.
I think it's June the 3rd. So I punched it into the calendar. I know nothing's happened today, but the earliest that we would have calves would be March 14th. Wasn't that what I said?
Yeah.
March 14th. And that's actually by design. When we had Mongo, that red Angus bull, he stayed in with them all the time, and we had calves just all of a sudden. You'd walk out and there'd be a calf, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And so we had problems with calving we calved in some pretty cold weather, didn't we, a couple times?
Yeah.
We had some calves in some pretty cold weather. There was one calf that got born out here. I know there's a video out there on it somewhere.
It was
that had done
0 or below when it was born.
It was cold. And that calf, when I got to it, it had ice on it. And I mean, it hadn't been born long, and it had ice on it. It ended up surviving. I mean, they're actually
It did fine.
They're actually pretty daggone resilient, but that's not best practice. So if we start calving March 14th, I went back and looked through my pictures. That's how I keep up with stuff and dates. Y'all do that? You take pictures and you think, well, now when did such and such happen? Oh, I took a picture of that. And you go back and look at it and you look at the date stamp on it. That's how we keep up with stuff nowadays with these phones, is you take pictures on it. Take pictures of something, you go back and look, when did I take that picture? Or you know something happened around something that you took a picture, so you go back and look at that. Oh, well, that's when that happened. But anyway, so I went back and looked at my pictures. And we turned the cows out, well, they turned themselves out, actually, on March 22nd of this year. So that's about a week's difference. And they could have come out earlier. So the thought process being there, and I was reading this in Salad Bar Beef in Joel's book. The thought process there being, you want your calves to be born when other herbivores in your region are being born, and around here that's when the calves are, or excuse me, when the deers are fawning. And it makes all kinds of sense, because if you've got a calf that's born in the middle of the winter, they could be born in mud, cold weather, all that kind of thing. But if you wait until, and I know March probably a little early for us, but better than what we had been doing. Getting into March and April, they could be born on a warm sunny day. The cows are now out on grass. Mom is now eating grass. Once that calf gets up and it tries to eat, it don't have to fight with bigger cows to get hay. There's plenty of grass available for it. So that's more of the rationale why we wanted to go ahead and get a bull and put him in now, is so we could be calving in the spring when the weather's warm and the grass is coming on and mom's got plenty to eat and baby's got plenty to eat and all that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of method to the madness on why we got that bull and put him in now and didn't wait a whole lot longer than a year to do it.
Well, he is settled.
Yeah, boy, he's settled right in there with them. That's him right there in the front. They're all laid down chewing their cud. They've still got plenty of grass. Tomorrow we'll move. We need to move water tomorrow. Move water. Give them.
Move it up here to the corner.
Huh? Yeah, I'll probably take them right out there to the corner, out there to the house. And I'll move the water. And they'll be there for a day, and then we'll bring them back up. So they'll go out there. There's one more little spot that they could go on. And then they'll come back. We'll run them through this gate right here. And they'll go up into that upper field up there. And they've run that twice. They've been through that twice. And we're first week of June, so that'll put them third time on that. Wasn't that pretty? All right, let's go put them ducks up.
Okay, so I started to say let's walk, but now I'm thinking we take the buggy, because I want them to equate the sound of the buggy in the evenings we're going to bed. So they ain't no chasing ducks and geese around. Hello, baby ducks. I might have changed my mind. We may have 4 males and 1 female. I can't.
I don't like
make
those
up my
odds.
mind. Yeah, they've been in it. Look at there.
Yeah, they've been in that water.
Let's go to bed, baby ducks.
Look at that water.
Yep.
Mud.
Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed, baby ducks. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed, baby ducks. Come on, let's go to bed. Let's go to bed, baby ducks.
Looky here. Oh, those are the 2 going to graduate top of the class now. Would you like me to come help?
Yeah, you're going to have to help me.
Let me help you. Here, you just stand right there. Let's go, duckies.
Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed.
Here, let's do it the other way. You come stand right. Come stand right.
Hold your door right there.
Huh?
Hold your door.
I'm gonna bring them around.
Okay. There you go. Good babies. Well, it was a little painful, but not bad. They'll get better at it.
Stupid geese.
warm a spot.
Yeah. They sit right there all day, but they have found the water. It's muddy. So now you'll come back out and let them out in the morning, right?
Yep.
Let them out early in the morning. Look at the mud in that thing. Oh, you done pulled it out. Thing's full of mud. Nastiest critters. They are nasty, ain't they?
They're filter feeders. That's why they do that.
I know, but they're nasty.
They're not nasty.
I think
They
they
just
are.
do what they do.
While we're out here, let's look at some baby chickens. They're not
We're
very...
debating on whether we need to turn the lights back on them or not.
Yeah. We unplugged to mow out here today. I think they're probably fine. What's the temperature supposed to get to tonight?
I don't know.
Look and see. Well, they look good, don't they?
They look good. They're eating good.
Yeah. So we've got guinea eggs. We put them in the incubator and I filmed it, just never have done a video on it. I need to put that in a video sometime. But anyway, these are guineas and a baby turkey
That thinks it's a guinea.
that thinks it's a guinea. Boy, they're growing.
Looking good.
Well, they are looking good. Can you catch one? You can't catch them things. They're crazy.
They are kind of wild.
They're very wild.
See if you can push them this way. Or you can grab one of them.
Well, I got my hands full. Trying to hold the lid and the camera, and now I've got a guinea.
It's okay. Right into the microphone.
Right into the microphone. Lord of mercy. Guineas are wild. I mean, they're crazy.
Yeah, they're wild.
We've never had any that was very pettish, have we?
No, but they're from Africa, so they're wild for a reason. Keeps them alive.
I guess. Down there in the,
So the lions and tigers don't get them.
yeah, makes sense. Around here we got to worry about the Reubens and the Maggies getting. Now I was just getting ready to come in here and sit down and talk. And here you are, up in my buggy. Were you napping? Were you napping in my buggy? What are you doing, Ange? Lazy dog. All right, there it is. Oh, what are you doing? Good grief. Well, that actually went, letting Harry out actually went pretty good. Can't really complain about that at all. It's gotten hot. There was a lot of pushing and shoving and running. Son and I were back out there. I don't remember if I caught on video or not. We're back out there a little bit later on, and he came walking around the corral, and he had that old tongue lulled out, and he was hot and tired. And then about, I don't know, an hour ago, I saw him. He was just laying out there in the field, chewing on his old cud and not really paying attention to anybody. So I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be just fine. The tail of the tape is going to be when we move. Does he move with the group? Does he stay with the group, or does he kind of stay off to himself? Those 3 Hereford boys that we had bought, they've been here, I see, probably close to 2 months now. They've been here probably close to 2 months. They still hang together as a group. So you'll have the whole herd kind of out grazing and doing their thing, and then those 3 Hereford boys, they'll be off to the side somewhere doing something totally different. So we shall see. So Sire and I've been talking about Harry and what we're going to end up doing here. So I've marked on my calendar today's date. So today's the day that he went in with them. Cows will cycle every 21 days. So I've got a marker on the calendar for 21 days, and then I've got a marker on the calendar for 42 days. So that will give everybody a chance to cycle twice. After that 42nd day, I've gone on the calendar 28 days out past that, and that will be the date that we will pregnancy check everybody. Now, I said in the last video I'd went and taken a class on cow-calf operation and, well, primarily cattle breeding and that kind of thing. And in that class, they taught us how to draw blood and how to do a pregnancy test on cattle. So at that 28-day mark, what we'll do is we'll pregnancy test everybody, the females, and if they're not pregnant, then we will mark them down to go to the butcher or to the sale. So we will get rid of those. And the reason I'm doing that is I don't want somebody to come up open and then for some odd reason get bred here in 3 or 4 months and us kind of get out of the window of when I want to calve. And I want to be calving there in that starting in late March, early April through about May, so that we're calving out on green grass in the spring. We're not calving when it's cold. We're not calving when we're feeding hay. Our first calving potentially could be right at the end of feeding hay, but if it is, we'll turn them out. Because I looked at the calendar, went back and looked at some pictures in the calendar, and we'll kind of use that when we went on grass this year. So I'm kind of using that as my marker for whenever they'll be going out next year. I always know that it's going to be off a little bit by a few days or a week or whatever, but it'll be fine. We can make it work. So that's the plan. And then if we have successful calving, my plan will be to save all the heifers as long as everybody looks good. We'll steer everybody else, and then we will be able to run Harry one more time. And we'll, because we'll have a bunch, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a bunch of his daughters here. We may be able to run Harry twice, and then if we do have a bunch of heifer calves, then Harry will go away, we'll bring another bull in, and we'll run them again. And that plan may change. That's a couple years off. I'm not an expert on this cow breeding thing. This is a learn as you go. I'm reading as much stuff as I can read and watching as much stuff as I can watch to try to learn more about that so we can figure out how to do it and do it right. So time will tell. Garden's looking good. We've got to get those tomatoes tied up. We got some work that we got to do down there. I've got some blueberry plants that I need to get in the ground. I've got some elderberry that I need to get in the ground. But we'll get all that in due time whenever we've got just a couple days to do that. It's just a lot of work and a whole lot of stuff going on, and my regular work's been busy. But anyway, no kitchen stuff today, but hopefully we'll get some of that on the next video. Again, let me know in the comments down below. Did you like that kind of content? Kind of switching back and forth, me out in the field doing stuff or outside doing stuff and Sandra in the kitchen, and if so, what would you like to see her fix? Is there something that you have a request for? And remember, I get to eat it. So be gentle, be gentle. So anyway, like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families. We'll see you on the next video.